Everybody, welcome back to Nepa TV. My name is Cool Whip, and I am here with Psy Chaotic. She will be your play-by-play extraordinaire for the night, and I'm going to be doing some analyses on the sidelines. Looking right now, we've got another great AAA match coming up for you. We have the Frisco Dragons versus the New Haven Ninjas. And right now, looking at the standings, New Haven Ninjas is in first right now in their conference, and Frisco is in third. New Haven Ninjas having a 10-2 win-loss ratio, and Frisco having an 8-4. So both, let's see, Frisco Dragons, they have both at least, okay, Frisco has clinched the wild card, and New Haven Ninjas is for sure at least in postseason. So with that being said, in the arena right now for the Frisco Dragons, we do have Robbins, Griffin, Crypt, and Waz. And for the New Haven Ninjas, we have Breezebow, Bloop, J Friends, Superfly, and Captain Canada. So, I cannot hear you, Sai. I think you're muted.
Better not be. Hello, ma'am?
Now you are. Now I can hear you.
Hello?
I could not hear you in the beginning, ma'am. It was DEF-CON 0. And I actually think that's the worst one, so never mind. I don't know.
DEF-CON? Don't you mean DEF-COMs? I'm sorry. I'll see myself out. Bye.
It does look like we have a 4v4 at least in here right now.
Yeah.
Not quite sure if they're looking for fifths or not. Hello, chat world.
Hello, chat world.
Hello, chat world. We are so thankful that you guys came to hang out with us. Right now, we are just waiting to get started here in the arena. We do have 4v4, 8 peoples in the arena, just waiting for some, I guess, ready ups, and or if they're getting fifths, not quite sure. I will take a quick peek into PDR.
Yep. A quick peek there, and while she's doing that, we're gonna, going back to something that Cool Whip said earlier, where Frisco has clinched at least a wild card. However, if we take a look at the standings, which I'm trying to pull up and just now realized I pulled up the wrong server, and that's why I cannot find the thing I'm looking for. Anyway, yeah, so, okay, Frisco sitting at 8-4 right now in third place. Vancouver Lightning currently sitting at 7-5 in fourth place, but if you tuned in earlier this evening, you saw that Vancouver Lightning pulled out a win over Reverb Mulberry. I do not know what the head-to-head there is with Frisco Dragons, but I mean, if you're Frisco, you obviously want to secure a spot in the playoffs, not the wild card, straight to the playoffs. So a win here would matter, for them to stay out of that wild card game.
Yep, 100%. It looks like we do have a ready up coming in for one side. They do have Superfly had to restart. He is back in the arena. We did get a ping on the back line for that. Just waiting to see if Frisco Dragons is going to get a fifth or if they're going to ready up and get started here. I anticipate a lot of fast stacks. And I mean, I think it's going to come down. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another one of those converting on open 3 opportunities kind of games.
It could be that, but also, I mean, looking at some of these players out here in the arena, these players know how to move. And we are going to probably, if I had to guess, we are going to see some interesting, what looks like numbers disadvantages, not actually be a disadvantage at all. But we'll see as we now go into round 1 here between Frisco Dragons and New Haven Ninjas. And New Haven does, in fact, get this first grab. It's Bloop with it, walking this one forward before sending it over to Superfly down low to Canada, looking for the goal, but finds the ding ring instead. However, it will be recovered by Bloop on the back line, so they do keep the possession. As Bloop moves this one around on the ceiling, pulling out Waz before sending it to J Friends. J Friends now pulling out Crypt before looking for that pass to Canada, but no good as that bounces off the wall into the hands of Waz under immediate pressure here, but he does find a way to get rid of it. However, it is right into the hands of J Friends, and with that open goal, they will start us out here right on the side of New Haven with that 3-pointer.
That was brutal right there. Crypt was stacked with his teammate there to get that clear that they were attempting to get. Waz was trying to get through and just over pushed there, overcompensated, and that, led for New Haven to have that open 3 opportunity.
And here we we go. First joust advantage of the night. It's going to be 3R, who is Griffin, looking to send this one through. But J-Franz gets the steal for just a moment, but Waz gets it back, sends it to Crypt. Crypt looking up forward for Robbins, but finds Canada instead. Was able to get this one cleared through the far side tunnel. It's Superfly there first, stunned out by 3R. 3R sending this one forward, gets through that backliner. We should have a stack race here any minute now as this bounces into the bubble of New Haven. J-Franz there first, but 3R all over him, driving this one in for the 2.
Yeah, great job there. There was a lot of bodies there in the goal, but Griffin was able to put that in for 2 points, making this just a narrow 1-point game.
Yep. Very, very narrow, but still a lot of time left on the clock. Here comes New Haven with their first joust advantage of the evening. It will be Bloop as the QB, taking this one up to the ceiling, drawing out this pressure here from Crypt all the way back, almost to his own back wall before sending it forward, bouncing into the hands of Superfly. Superfly looking to feed this one forward, but Robbins is in the lane with a good interception, a good send forward off the nest, right into the hands of Waz. Totally calculated, trust me, as Waz takes it down to the nest, moving around. Oh, what a move there. That's what I'm telling you, dude. I mean, we're going to see lots of those moves here tonight, and oh my goodness, they're moving in on the bubble, securing another 2 points here for the Dragons.
Yeah, that was some really great movement there by Waz, being able to get that pass over to Robbins there on wall, and then, going for that one extra pass to Griffin is a great job getting everybody, involved in that play, putting up another 2 points, putting them in the lead by 1.
Great stuff there. But now, here comes New Haven once again. Bloop sending this to Superfly. Superfly sending it forward to J-Franz. Man on his toes, but he gets the pass off. Oh no! Canada not quite able to handle it. It's going to be Crypt with it now. A little bit of back and forth going on right now. J-Franz able to find it in the chaos, but not able to get this pass over across to Superfly. Instead, it's Crypt there first, looking for this clear as it bounces off the wall up toward the mid into the hands of Robbins, who barely gets that one off before getting stunned out, but that does mean it is an easy pickup here for Bloop. Bloop now eyeing up some options, looking across far tunnel. Oh, what a shot there, but not quite going to be on, bouncing instead into the hands of Waz. Waz under pressure here from Bloop, looking for something, anything, goes for this high pass. Oh my goodness, what a throw there, and very, very close, but does not connect with the intended recipient. Instead, it's Robbins, but stolen by Canada. They're fighting in the trench. Canada just looking to get rid of it, but 3R has something to say about it as he sends this one low cross to Robbins, but oh no, a little bit off on that shot, but he does get back to it and goes off the head, but it does not matter because that goes in.
Great persistence there by the Frisco Dragons. There was an unfortunate hiccup there off boot, but like you said, they were able to recover that, putting that in off the goalie's head for another 2 points.
Yep. Great stuff here from the side of the Dragons. Even without 2 of their rostered players playing with a PDR sub right now, they are doing quite well in the chemistry department. And speaking of PDR subs, that's Crypt picking that one up, but not quite able to make it work. Bloop with it now, looking to get this one sent through. It's J-Franz firing off the long 3 from half court off the back wall and in. Wow, we are tied up at 6.
Great job there by J-Franz, like you said, insane half court opportunity, and he was able to capitalize for another 3 points there. Frisco Dragons struggling to get their stacks back home in order to defend that.
Yep, I mean, just very quick work there from the side of New Haven, as you said, not able to get back. But, oh, Superfly able to get to that one in the midfield. Looking for this low pass to Bloop. Bloop driving in from the boot, but no good as that goes off the ding ring into the hands of J-Franz for just a moment, but he'll be stunned out. It's Bloop getting back to it underneath the Pac-Man, sending crossover to Canada. Canada looking for Superfly now, driving in on the wall, under pressure here from Robbins, gets it sent over to J-Franz. J-Franz, oh no. Momentum over to Bloop on the post. Bloop back to Super, and I mean, you know what? It happens off the head there of Robbins for the 2.
Yeah, that was great pressure there by the Ninjas. There was a lot of bodies there in goal. Opted for that one extra that underhand pass there, being able to put that in. Did unfortunately go off the net, but 2 points to 2 points.
Yep, points are points, and it does get them the lead as Waz now feeds this one forward to Robbins. Robbins cross over to Crypt. Oh no, just a little bit off as that bounces all the way back to the midfield into the hands of 3R. 3R looking for Crypt again, but this one now going too low. It's a race, and that race will be won by Bloop. Loses it for just a moment, but J-Franz does get the pickup. Now up to Bloop. Actually, just kidding. That is through the tunnel all the way into the hands of Canada. Open lane!
Ooh.
Just a little bit off. Even if that was on, I don't know if Robbins would have been turned in time, but you know what? It does not go in, and now it's headed the other way off the backboard of New Haven and out of the bubble before anybody gets a hand on it. Now bouncing into the hands of Crypt. Crypt has this open lane, and what a beautiful shot there. 18 meters a second for the 3.
That was an insane shot there. 18 meters per second from 17 meters out. What a sniper shot of a pocket for another 3 points. They really needed that to swing, that momentum swing here, making it just a 1-point deficit.
Yep, 1-point deficit and just over a minute to go left in this quarter. This is going to be set forward, but Waz has the reads. Waz gets the pickup, and Waz gets the shot. Oh, but not quite on. Oh no, off the ding ring and into the hands of 3R, but he is immediately stunned out here by Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel under pressure from Waz looks for this high clear. It's good. Stacks are together here from both teams. It's a race. Superfly there first. Will they get home? No, they will not. Superfly taking that one in for the 2.
Great job there by the New Haven Ninjas. That was only it only took them 24 seconds to answer that point score here. Now they're ahead by 1. Looking forward to see what the Frisco Dragons are going to do in this offensive joust.
Yep, absolutely. Here we go. It is Frisco coming out of the tubes. It's going to be 3R as the QB. Under some pressure here. Does get the pass all the way. Oh, not all the way through. That's going to bounce off the diamond as 3R slaps over here to Waz. Under pressure from both J-Franz and Bloop. Looking for something. Finds this low pass through. Oh, barely gets through Superfly, but does connect with Robbins. Now cross to 3R. 3R back to Crypt, driving in from the shoulder. My goodness, sir. Another 18-meter-a-second shot for Crypt for the 2.
Great placement there by Crypt, but also a really great volley there by Griffin to him on that perch for him to put in another 2 points for the Frisco Dragons.
Great stuff there. One last volley here as there's 15 seconds remaining. Bloop takes this one to the ceiling, drawing out pressure from Crypt once again, backing it all the way up before extending it all the way to mid. Canada now flinging it forward, looking for Superfly if he can get there first. It's a stack race, and it looks like that will do it here for us in round 1. As the Frisco Dragons take this quarter 11-10, and Cool Whip will break it down for you after we hear a quick word from our sponsors.
Welcome back from our quick commercial break. We are full of giggles here as we can thank Muted Monster on the back line for making us laugh at every opportunity we have. Oh man, I can't stop thinking about it. So looking at these stats right now, man, this has been a back and forth game, much like our first game. So right now, it's just a 1-point deficit to the New Haven Ninjas, but we are about to go into the second quarter here. Sorry I didn't get to give them much stats because they're too busy laughing, but it did be like that sometimes. So take it away, Si!
Love to take it away. Cool Whip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are underway here in quarter 2. Dang it, Cool Whip. It's gonna be okay. Bloop over to J-Franz. J-Franz, to Superfly, and Superfly to the ding ring as that bounces all the way out of the bubble into the hands of Crypt. Crypt now, loses a hand on it to the Geo, and it is Superfly tracking it down first. Maybe the lane if he can find it. No, goalie is home, but they've got numbers as they drive in. If they can connect the passes. Oh no, that's going to be a little bit too far behind Bloop, and instead it's going to be slapped, not quite out, but to the popcorn area where it will be picked up by Waz. Waz doing some moves as he does before sending it over to Robbins. Robbins feeds this one forward to 3R. 3R maybe has this lane. You know what? That is the only place he could have placed that for that to go in, and he finds the 3.
100% what I was going to say. The only option to making that was the top pocket, and he had that narrow line of sight and was able to hit that off and give themselves a 4-point lead here.
mean, 4 points, maybe the biggest lead that we have seen so far tonight. So great work here from the Dragons, but now here comes New Haven. Bloop, oh my goodness, all the way through to Canada, and that, you know, high risk, high reward when you play aggressive defense, leaving the lane open there.
100%. That's what's going to help them, you know, capitalize on those open three-point opportunities and is running those quick relays down the field.
Yep, 100%. And just like that, it is back to a 1-point game. Here come the Dragons with this joust advantage. It's going to be 3R sending this one up to Waz. Waz under immediate pressure here from J-Franz, looking for something, anything, taking it up to the ceiling to get away, and is Hill moving around. My goodness, sends it to Crypt, but Crypt immediately stunned out there by Superfly. Superfly on the ceiling, under some pressure here from Waz, looking for something as he is forced to back this one up a bit. Finds this cross over to Bloop. That does connect. Bloop down low, cross to J-Franz, and J-Franz driving up from below. Will 9-2.
Yep, great job there by the New Haven Ninjas, getting those passing lanes and going for one extra pass there. Bloop over to J-Franz, able to put that in and dunk it for 2 more points. Another 1-point game scenario.
Yep, another 1-point game and plenty of time on the clock. This one's going to be 3R once again. Immediate pass over to Waz. Waz gets through one, sends it forward, bouncing into the hands of Robbins. On the nose now, under a little bit of pressure here from J-Franz. Gets this crossover to 3R. Immediate reset back to Waz at the station. Waz doing some moves, gonna take this one up to the ceiling as Bloop comes out to cover him. He gets the pass over to 3R. 3R gets his pocket picked by Superfly. Great defense there and a great send. Oh my goodness, all the way down, bouncing off the bow tie back into the hands of J-Franz. Now Bloop driving down from below, but he will get shut down. And it is going to be Crypt getting the slap out, but not through, as it's recovered by Superfly, sent forward to J-Franzel. J-Franzel, beautiful cross over to Bloop, and one duck later, that's in the goal.
100%. That was exceptionally perfectly timed duck. Being able to put that in for another 2 points. New Haven Ninjas getting a little bit of momentum here. Just having a narrow 3-point lead.
Yep, narrow 3-point lead, and that is not a comfortable lead just yet, as it is going to be 3R sending this one over, but read by J-Franzel, and we know what J-Franz does with those. 29 meters out for the 3.
Another great read there by the New Haven Ninjas, capitalizing on those open 3-point goal opportunities, man. That's what happens when you're able to read those, you know, relays and putting it in for another 3 points.
Absolutely. Here comes Frisco. I mean, they were up by 4 just a minute ago, now down by 6, and this is dangerous too. 3R does manage to get to it though, and sends this one through the tunnel, bouncing into the hands of Canada on the back line, who is just looking to get rid of it, but not able to clear it through just yet. Superfly gets to it, but Waz gets the stun, forces the turnover here for Crypt, but Superfly steals it right back. Superfly eyeing this up. Oh, barely gets that one off before the stack stuns him out, but it is perfect as J-Franz gets down there to get the goal.
100%. That was a great job there by Superfly. He is killing it with the interceptions tonight. I believe that was his 2nd or 3rd one just in these first 2 rounds here of this match. Great job getting that sent downfield for J-Franz to put that in for another 2 points.
And now they are looking at a 6-point, no, that is an 8-point lead. I can do math, guys, trust me. Okay, 3R now sending this one forward to Waz, who relays it forward to Crypt in the tunnel. Crypt walking this one forward, no pressure just yet. Now here they come to cover him, as he does get this pass off over cross to 3R. 3R in the tunnel, keeping an eye on things. J-Franz is lurking, but he does have a little bit of space to move forward, so he'll send this one up to Crypt. Under immediate pressure, does get away from Canada as he moves down the wall, looking for that cut back to 3R, but no, that looks like it might be a self-clear instead, as the stack is together here for New Haven to pick it up. Bouncing up into the hands of Bloop. Bloop eyeing this one up, but just a little bit too low, and that'll be a good pickup here for 3R from the side of Dragons, and oh my goodness, all the way down, off the back wall, into the bubble here of New Haven. It's gonna fight. 3R gets there first, looking for one cut to Robbins, and that is all she wrote on that one. 2 points for the Dragons.
That was a really great job there by the Frisco Dragons, having that chain coming in screaming hot, and Griffin was able to get that pass off to Robbins to put that in for another 2 points.
Yep. Absolutely great work there from the side of Dragons, cutting it down to just 6 points with 2 minutes remaining left in this quarter. Bloop will take this one up to the ceiling for the side of New Haven. No pressure just yet, but he will send this one over to Superfly. Oh, barely gets that pass off before the stack gets to him. J-Friends now under the pressure from that same stack is forced to send it back to Superfly, but the stack is broken apart, which is great here for the side of New Haven. Bloop now doing some moves before getting it back to Superfly. Nepa on the ceiling sends this one over under pressure. J-Friends looking for the cut, but oh, 3R's got the reads, got the interceptions, and got the clears as this one goes all the way down into the zone of New Haven, but Bloop is able to pick it up off the bounce of Bowtie. Bloop in the tunnel, drawing out this pressure before sending it high, but oh no, I don't know what that was, but Robbins will make quick work of it, sending it forward to 3R. 3R looking for the shot, but Nest had something to say about it, but does bounce into the hands of Crypt, and cool, what does Crypt do?
He makes those.
Heck yeah, he does.
100%. 11 meters out. Listen, I haven't seen him shoot anything less than a 17.
Absolutely nothing less than a 17 yet from him. But now the lead is just 3 points here from the side of New Haven. 1 minute remaining left in the quarter. Bloop will send this one up to Superfly. Super taking this one through the tunnel. No, pulls out that pressure here from Crypt before sending it over to J-Friends. J-Friends now up to Canada. Canada looking for this high cross over to Bloop. Bloop and Canada are the only ones in the bubble, but they'll push it anyway, and they'll find it for the two. My goodness, what a drive there from the side of New Haven.
That was indeed a great aggressive drive there with only Canada, like you said, Canada and Bloop in the bubble against their 3 defensive players were able to squeak through there, doing some great passing, putting 2 more points on the board.
Absolutely, and here we go. The final 25 seconds. This will likely be the last volley. Who's going to take the points home as Crypt works his way forward? And goes open. He shoots nothing less than an 18.
I told you, he's insane. He is insane 3-point shotter, bro. And he is accurate, and he is going to place it where it needs to go when it needs to be there. Making this just a 2-point game here. Before we go to halftime here, with that being said, we are going to go to a quick word from our sponsors, and then we will review some stats.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
Harley-Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
Nepa is going Web3 and will be issuing NFTs as a way to reward you guys, the community. Anyone who claims one of these NFTs will be eligible for future raffles and giveaways that we will be conducting throughout this entire year. They are free to claim, and all you have to do is fill out the claim form that can be found at www.nepavrpro.com/NFT. We've got some fun stuff planned this year, so make sure that you do not miss out. Hey yo, welcome back. So we got a game, boys and girls. Looking at the score, it is 22-24. Listen, New Haven Ninjas were perking up there at the end of that second quarter. Looking at the scoreboard right now, Jay Friends is in the lead with 13 points, but do not let that overshadow. Superfly is killing it right now with the interceptions, and Bloop is there assisting, being the facilitator with his 4 assists. But with that being said, Frisco Dragons, man, Crypt is subbing in right now, and he is pulling his weight, bruh. Crypt has 11 points right now, and I like to say 3 or 4 of them, at least 3, were threes, you know. And so he is definitely capitalizing on those open goal opportunities. And Griffin is just, you know, being there, being the facilitator for the Frisco Dragons with his 4 assists and also making some crazy insane saves in goal. And we all know that Waz is insane with his movement and being able to, you know, it just seems like he'll be at mid, and then before you know it, he's above, you know, Ness, ready to, you know, take a 3-point opportunity. So, what are, you know, looking at these stats, looking at shots taken, assists, and saves, they're all sitting even at 50%. For both of them. Both have taken 15 shots. Both have taken, you know, both have 6 assists and 2 saves apiece. So these stats are very, you know, even in possession time as well, you know, as in the other statistical areas of the game. What have you seen?
I mean, look at these stats, I mean, especially for the side of New Haven right now. These stats tell a story. You look at each of these players' stats and you can figure out, for the most part, you can figure out exactly what they're doing. Bloop right now with 4 assists. He has been killing it just outside the bubble, setting people up. Jay Franz, you know, once he's in the bubble, say goodnight, it's going in. Canada killing it on the back line right now. Every loose clear from the side of the Dragons that isn't followed up with a stack ends up in the hands of Canada. And Superfly running the midfield right now, as you said. Absolutely killing it. Over on the side of Frisco Dragons, I mean, they're doing what I like to call midfield stalling. So, you know, as we discussed earlier before we went into this game, I said these players know how to move, and we're going to see some awesome moves. And that is exactly what is going on from the side of the Dragons, where they're able to feed it to somebody in the mid, usually Waz or Robbins, and they're moving around in the midfield, making time for those teammates to get up the arena with them so that they can full push into the side of New Haven together, coordinated and set up, which is absolutely beautiful. But then, you know, we also got to shout out Crip, man. I just look at 11 points right now, and most of those have been 3-pointers. You cannot leave the goal open right now on the side of New Haven. I don't know what Crip is doing to continuously catch them in transition there, but whatever it is working for them, and I hope they continue to hammer on that going into this third quarter.
100%. Just a reminder, it is only 2-point deficit right here for the Frisco Dragons. Excited to see what they're going to do the second half.
Yep, absolutely. And we wait no longer as we are underway. Bloop gets there first with plenty of time to spare. Sending this one low cross to Jay Franz. They have some numbers in the bubble, and they'll take advantage of that as Canada cuts in to get the 2.
Yep, that's what wins games, is passing here, utilizing that numbers advantage and driving into bubble. Put another 2 points on the scoreboard for the New Haven Ninjas, making them a 4-point lead.
Yep, 4-point lead, but that is nothing to be comfortable with just yet. 3R now sending this one over to Crypt in the tunnel. Crypt under pressure here from Superfly, is looking to back it out, looking for something. Under pressure, Bloop covering that pass lane over there quite well. Forces Crypt to lead 3R just a little bit too much as Bloop gets the stun in the trap now, sending this one high cross up into the hands of Superfly just outside the bubble. Supa doesn't like what he sees, so he'll send this one back to Jay Frenzel at the cloud. Jay Franz just stalling here. I mean, and he can do it all day. They are up, but he does choose to pass over to Canada. Driving down, maybe looking for that bounce shot, but no good as it bounces out of the bubble into the hands of Bloop. Bloop now sending this one back to Jay Franz. Jay Franz over to Canada. Canada sends this one to Superfly, looking to catch the team in transition at the shoulder. Driving in on the stunned out goalie. That's a 2.
Yeah, I think he was... I think he may have went for the bounce shot, but I also saw Supa on the underside of clock there, so it could have possibly been past him. But nonetheless, Superfly coming through, putting another 2 points on the board for the New Haven Ninjas.
Great stuff here. 6-point lead. 3R now sending this one to Crypt, who wastes no time, just sends this one through, but oh no, bounces off the nose and into the hands of Canada. Under some pressure there from Robbins, but he does get the pass off as this goes all the way down into the zone here of the Dragons, but 3R tracks it down, and oh my goodness, sneaks it by that stack for New Haven, but no trouble. They do track this one down back in their own zone. J-Fran's getting rid of 3R before sending it to Canada, and Canada sends that right into the hands of Crypt. Crypt on the floor, under pressure from Supa, looks to reset to Waz, but oh no, just a little bit off. However, he will get to it off the bounce. Now sending this one way forward up into the hands of 3R. 3R looking to drive in, but that lane is covered by Jay Franzel. Big interception there and a big clear attempt. Excuse me, that's going to bounce off the lip of tunnel over across to the other tunnel. I don't know if I've ever seen it bounce like that, but hey, it works. It is going to be whipped back forward into the side of New Haven, bouncing now into the hands of Canada. Canada over cross finds Bloop. Bloop now sending this one low through, and we're going to see a stack race as this goes off the back wall of the Dragons. Canada there first. Can he make it work? Oh, he cannot. Oh, Robbins forcing him to that close side pocket. He just could not drive it in before Robbins got home. But they do set up here for another attempt as Bloop is driving in. Oh, Crypt able to make him lose the disc there, gets the send all the way through. That's going to be off the back wall here of New Haven. Jay Franzel in the area, first to track it down under immediate pressure, just sends this one across to Supa. Oh my goodness, everybody's caught in transition. That is an open 3 here for Canada, but that one, dinging off the same spot on the ding ring as Waz picks this one up, sends this through the tunnel into the hands of Crypt. Crypt sends this one over cross. They did learn, they kept that lane covered this time, but now they've got the numbers, but the stack, the drive-by stun. Robbins does get the pass back to Crypt, who fires it right back into the bubble into the hands of Waz. Waz looking for 3R, but Jay France has something to say about it, getting a huge interception and a clear through. Stack race now. It is going to be Robbins there first. Blowing this one down, now drawing out this pressure from Bloop before sending it to 3R, but Jay Franz is all over him. Crypt does recover, sends it over to Waz. In the tunnel now, under some pressure here from Jay Franz, does get this pass over across to Crypt. Crypt now resets to Robbins on those double diamonds, who feeds it back to Waz. Waz walking this one forward. Man, they are struggling to get it through this mid right now. Bloop is shutting them down. And as I said, shutting them down. Bloop getting the stun, getting the steal, getting the shot all the way off the back wall, but it bounces off the shield up high into the hands of Canada, who whips this one back, looking for Bloop, I do believe, but it does land in the hands of Jay Franzel instead. Jay Franz playing this one slow and controlled, backing it all the way up before sending it to Canada. He's forced to come out of the bubble with it, but now driving back in, all of the pressure, gets it to Jay Franz, over across to Bloop. Man, he's lethal with those ducks.
100%. And you know he's going to just gently place it in that top pocket that is just so conveniently, openly sitting there. Unfortunate there for the goalie. He's just not tall enough to get there.
Yep. Unfortunate for them, but fortunate for the side of New Haven, as 3R now works this one forward. Bloop coming up behind him. He's not going to have too long, but does eventually find the option. Oh my goodness, going for the shot off the floor, but instead bounces into the hands of Supa, who sends this one back where it came from, down into the zone here of the Dragons. We're going to see a stack race, and some headbutts going on. Gives Robbins the opportunity to get there first, but Superfly with the steal, but then Robbins with the save. Oh my goodness, a lot of back and forth going on right now, but it is Bloop hauling it in, sending this one over now to Jay Franz on the ceiling, under pressure from 3R, gets the pass to Canada, now up high to Supa, hits Jay Franz. Oh my goodness, the coordination on that play.
That was a great job there by the New Haven Ninjas. Every single player of that team touched the disc there and was able, passing wins games, man. Listen, that was great coordination there, like you said, from them, able to capitalize and put another 2 points, making this a 10-point game right here. They're just gaining the momentum and pulling away with the lead.
100%. But here come the Dragons, now down by 10 points, 2 minutes left in this quarter, and then a whole other quarter to go. It is going to be Jay Franz, not able to pick this one up, oh no, but it is Supa in the area, able to recover. Now, sends this one over across to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel through the same side tunnel as that stalls in the trap area. We'll see a stack race. It looks like, yes, it is going to be Superfly there first, but the stack does get home from the side of the Dragons to shut down the shot lane, as this is now reset to Jay Franz. Double reset back to Canada. Canada feeding this one forward back to Superfly. Now Jay Franz is driving in, looking for it, and finding it for the 2.
That was a great 2-on-1. Able to capitalize there, putting that in for another 2 points. Great pass from Superfly. Jay Friends just able to put it in for another 2 points, making this a 12-point game here for the Ninjas.
Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good here for the side of the Dragons. They need a new battle plan. It might be time to take the timeout because New Haven is just on a roll. And speaking of, Jay Friends forces another turnover. However, Waz is able to get back to it. Over to Crypt, and Crypt sends this one cross. A great find there to Robbins. Oh no, Robbins losing a hand on it and does get stunned out here by Superfly. Superfly now sending this one through the tunnel, bouncing into the hands of Bloop, who's looking for this deep shot, but no good, off the back wall and out of the bubble before anybody gets a hand on it. It is going to be Canada tracking this one down, looking to fling it back, but it's Waz there first, feeding this for the waiting stack. Oh my goodness, 3R with the lane and the 3.
That's exactly what the Frisco Dragons needed right there to break the momentum of the New Haven Ninjas. It was a great stack there. Griffin able to put that in for 3 points, but breaking the silence for the Dragons.
Breaking the silence indeed, and we now have 12 seconds remaining in this quarter. Let's see who's going to take some more points home with them, or at least into the next quarter, excuse me. As Bloop now sends this one forward. Robbins with the interception. This is the opportunity. Robbins feeding this one forward, but oh no! Bounces off the bow tie into the hands of New Haven, and that will do it here for us in round 3. A great round, and Cool Whip will tell you all about it after a quick word from our sponsors.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Hello and welcome back. We're going to break down quarter 3 there for just a moment. I am stalling because Whip does not have stats.
I got it now.
She found it. She misplaced it.
No. Listen, my echo kind of crashed there for a second and everything kind of went blank. And then it didn't give me any options. But, dude, looking right now for the New Haven Ninjas, the point spread is pretty even across the board. Same for the Frisco Dragons. Crypt and Griffin both putting in a lot of work here. Looking forward to this fourth quarter. We only have a 9-point game here, so it's really anybody's game.
Yep, it is anybody's game, but Frisco definitely has the uphill battle to fight because not only do they have to stop this momentum here from the side of New Haven, but they've got 9 unanswered points they have to put on the board. Let's see, as Bloop now sends this one forward to Superfly, then back out to Jay Friends with 3R! Oh no, not able to find the clear, as it is picked up here by Bloop coming back in, doing, this time Bloop gets denied on the duck, my goodness! Crypt now feeding this one forward all the way through into the New Haven zone, off the back wall and into the hands of Canada, who loses this one. It'll be a pickup here for Crypt. Crypt, no shot lane open, but he does have a potential one-on-one, looking for the bottom pocket, but no good. Off the ding ring and out of the bubble into the hands of Jay Franzel, who gets his pocket picked by 3R. Can he catch them in transition? Yes, he can!
Griffin has been insane the past 43 seconds. 2 insane saves in goal. And also a 3-point shot here to lessen the deficit for them right here in this 4th round. What a great job there by Griffin.
100%, and now only 6 points different. Bloop will take this one up to the ceiling under pressure here from Crypt. Does get through, gets the pass off to Canada, but barely sneaks that pass by and gets it over to Jay Franz, who's got the open lane. And time again, you cannot leave that lane open for Jay Franz.
100% New Haven Ninjas definitely capitalizing on these 3-point goal opportunities that the Dragons are just leaving open.
Yep, absolutely. And I mean, right back up to a 9-point difference here. We'll see as 3R is going to pick this one up, sending it up to Wazd on the ceiling. Bloop coming out to cover those forward lanes, but Wazd finds a way to sneak it through the tunnel, bouncing off the nose right into the hands of Superfly. Superfly backing this one way up, drawing out this pressure here from Robbins all the way to his own back wall and waits too long. Oh my goodness, you gotta get rid of it as Robbins able to seal it for the 2.
100%. Robbins was gonna, he was determined. He was going to push him back in the bubble. He was hunting. He snagged that and put it in, lessening this deficit down to 7 for the Frisco Dragons.
There we go. I mean, this is much better for the side of the Dragons, keeping it more back and forth. But like I said, they've got the deficit they need to chip away at, and that means not letting in more goals here. But oh my goodness.
What a shot. What a shot.
Blue.
What a shot.
Listen to me, Blue. Murder is illegal. You cannot kill people on stream.
I concur with the previous statement made by Psychaotic.
I mean, great shot there from Blue. Somebody clip it and ship it for him. But now here comes Frisco down by 10 once again. It is Griffin sending this one to Wazd. Waz sending this one forward, but Canada has the reads, man, killing it on that back line, but not able to get it into the bubble. Instead, it's Griffin there first, but picked up by J-Franz, and they have an opportunity, but Waz will shut it down, as Waz now sends this one. Oh, does not send this one through. Superfly is there with the pickup, but not going to get rid of it in time. Griffin steals it right back, sending this one forward. A lot of brawling going on, but Waz does have the pickup, and Waz not able to get away from J-Franz. Oh my goodness. Over across to Bloop. Bloop trying to find this one, but oh, off the inside of the ding ring and into the hands of Waz on the floor. Waz now sending this one all the way through. We're gonna see a stack race. Who's there first? It's going to be Bloop tracking this one down. Losing a hand on it though, as Griffin gets this one sent back out, and Waz there to pick it up. Sends it back to Griffin. Griffin looking for this cut, but Bloop has something to say about it. As Bloop sends this one all the way through, down into the Dragon zone. J-Franz there, not alone, but he does find the 2-pointer.
Great job there by the Ninjas. It took them a whole minute to get that possession. That was a great stop there by Bloop. And J-Franz being able to convert, put another 2 points up for the Ninjas, making this a 12-point lead.
Yep. 12-point deficit and 4 minutes to go left in the final quarter. Frisco needs to get it together right here, right now. Waz on the ceiling under pressure from Supa, sends this over to Crypt. Crypt driving it forwards, finds Robbins up ahead. Robbins does not have a shot lane open, sends it back down to Griffin. Incoming pressure, he's got to get rid of it, and he does! Finds the 2 here for the Dragons.
Great placement there by Griffin. He did have somebody coming in hot on his rear there and was able to secure that for another 2 points. Making this just a narrow 10-point game. We do have plenty of time left here. This is still anyone's game.
Yep, anyone's game, but as Breeze has pointed out, they have broken 40, so we'll see. Bloop on the ceiling is going to find this pass overcross into the hands of Superfly. Superfly now feeding this one through, but intercepted here by Robbins. Robbins gets through one, but loses a hand on it. They're gonna race. It's Waz on the floor looking for the shot, but no good off the backboard and into the hands of J-Franz. And J-Franz now sends this one through the mid, where it will be picked up by Waz once again. Waz, no pressure yet, but is backing this one up, now sending it forward into the hands of 3R. 3R looking for something, full looking for Crypt, but that lane was covered by Superfly. However, Crypt does get back to it. Oh my goodness, another chance here as Robbins is driving in, loses the hand on it. How unfortunate, and then the slap isn't in either. Now bouncing up high, it is going to be another race as J-Franz does slap this one toward the mid. Going to be a stack race. Where are these stacks? Looks like Robbins might be there first. No, it's Canada instead. An open lane, but that is just a little bit too off. It's Bloop tracking it down now, but immediately stunned out here by Wazd. Wazd on the floor looking for something, waits for that stack to get together. So Crypt stealing it from Superfly all the way down into the zone, where it is going to be picked up by J-Franz. J-Franz now looking for this pass through. Oh my goodness, it is a clear all the way down, bouncing off the wall into the hands of a Superfly, and oh my goodness, what a shot.
That was great stack pressure there from the New Haven Ninjas, initially probably pushing that clear, but they were able to get there before the Dragons and were able to capitalize there. Superfly putting it in for another 2 points, still with a 13-point lead here.
13-point lead and under 2 minutes remaining. It is not looking good, but it is not over yet as this bounces. Oh my goodness, there's no way. What was that, Whip?
You know, it did be like that sometimes. It indeed looked weird. It looked like it hit off the post but went in at the same time. Therefore, it do be in.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks.
Echo is
That'll
perfect. I don't want to hear it.
It'll go in for the 2, but Bloop now taking this one up high. Oh, barely gets that pass off, and that is all the way through, off the
What a
wall.
shot.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness, that was a shot, excuse me, and very, very close. And Jay Franz now looks to finish it off, but Crypt is home with the save. Not quite clear yet, though. As Canada gets there first, gets this. Oh, it's a self-clear. Oh no, all the way through the tunnel. This is going to be a race. Great leech is going on, and it's 3R there first. 3R to get this high pass over to Robbins up on the ceiling, looking for a way to drive in, and it's going to require a little help from Waz, but he does get it back. Now looking for the backboard, no good. Off the backboard into the hands of Superfly. The Superfly now sends this one through the close side tunnel, bouncing up high off the nose into the hands of Waz. Waz now, 30 seconds remaining, looks to send this one through, but it's going to bounce back into the hands of Bloop, and Bloop with the open lane off the backboard, no good. Bouncing off the post and into the hands of Crypt with 20 seconds remaining. Crypt will send this one high through into the hands of 3R. 3R, no pressure just yet, working this one forward, stunned out goalie, and he will hit the 3 here.
That's a great job there by the Frisco Dragons, putting up just a few last points there on the board for themselves. But New Haven Ninjas will take the W, winning 45-37 over the Frisco Dragons. The first half was very back and forth, but that second half, New Haven Ninjas turned up the burners and just powered through and used that momentum to, take the W from the Dragons. I look forward to watching these two, face out in the postseason. Hopefully that'll happen. Looking at the stats here, man, they keep going away, and I don't understand why. This is wonderful. Go ahead, Ty.
No worries. I mean, just looking at these stats here, the team stats are mostly even. The only thing that is a little bit more skewed than the others is the staves, and that is in the direction here of Frisco. So great work there from both of these teams, keeping it very, very even. But in the end, it is New Haven taking this one home.
100%. I do have my stats back up. Looking at them, it wasn't even point split from Bloop, Supa, and Canada, but outstanding performance tonight from Griffin, 100%. He had 5 assists, 18 points, 3 saves, 3 steals. Just an incredible performance tonight from him on the Frisco Dragons. But the New Haven Ninjas were able to pull out with the W. 13-point lead, I think that was. I'm about to lose it. Trying not to lose it, but it keeps getting rid of the stats every time I click off of Spark. But with that being said, looking over at at the New Haven Ninja side, I'm having to pull up stream because my stats are not working. Go ahead, son.
Breezebo in chat pointing out that Jay Franz has 17 points more than what is shown because he dropped between the 3rd and 4th. So thank you for pointing that out. Jay Franz should actually have, if I can do math, 22 points. But you know what? If I'm being honest, an incredible performance from Jay Franz, incredible performance from Bloop, incredible performance from Crypt coming in as the PDR sub and putting up so many points. But in my opinion, there is one name that tonight that stands out more than the rest, and that has got to be Griffin.
100%. I agree. MVP all the way. Griffin across the board. Incredible performance tonight, man. Congratulations to you. And thank you guys for tuning in tonight to Nepa TV for this awesome AAA double threat we had. So with that being said, we are going to close out here tonight. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, Muted Monster, for both of y'all being here tonight. And thank you to our loyal fans. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Be safe and kind to one another.
30 seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Gabe. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Trying to
get
clear
it
it.
cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That gets the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last second, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33 to 32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.